Good evening, listeners, and welcome once again to 15 Minutes with Sebastian. Now, you may have seen an article this week in the North Compass Tribune, and it seems they are trying to besmirch my name once again with a story that suggests that I, Sebastian Presley, am a part-time marijuana user. Whereas, in fact, as with most historians, I am more of an everyday user and a long-time advocate of the medicinal qualities of this frowned-upon substance. In fact, we historians have for millennia used the sacred herb as a way to reach a plateau of meditative equilibrium, one which allows us to spend thousands of hours in dusty libraries, reading and ingesting information. Anyway, back to tonight's show. Let's have some music, shall we?
Love you right here today. There is no shame in what I'm thinking. I would fall to my knees. I would cry to heaven. Say, baby, please. My head is spinning.
millennia ago, in a time that now exists only in stories, when North Compass was a place of monsters and magic, and when warlocks and witches walked both the dark and the light paths. This is the story of how a warlock named Emerson Blackstone, a warlock who coveted North Compass with an unhealthy desire and attempted to steal this county from the protection of the Lady of the Forest. One night, after discovering an ancient parchment written by a long-lost warlock whose name sadly has been forgotten, he descended upon the village of Autumn, where he bewitched the residents and manipulated them into participating in a dark ritual. A ritual to raise a great demon from the earth in the form of a dragon. But as the beast rose from the ground, and as is often the case in these situations, the spell required one extra element. The wizard's life force was drained, leaving him nothing but an empty shell. However, on the other side of the hill, as the beast had begun to writhe and uncoil from the ground, the Lady of the Forest felt the greenery shudder. Instantly, and without hesitation, she took off through the trees, and reaching out with her mind, she sent a message demanding that the beast follow her. Finally, she arrived at the precipice of a site of powerful ancient magic, a place where stories had claimed miracles had once occurred. And as she stood there, alone in the night, the beast approached. And as it came close, the Lady of the Forest slowly reached out her hand, and as her fingers delicately touched the dragon's scales, pure harmonic magic flowed from her fingers and into the beast. And at that moment, a transformation took place, and Mother Compass was born. And as the two mighty beasts, one of light and one of darkness, stared into each other's eyes, Mother Compass drew it to her, and, whilst holding it transfixed, forced a fusion between the two. The story goes that she eventually returned to her human form, but that it took many years and drained her heavily of her powers. But she continued to appear whenever North Compass had need of her.
Hey you, out there in the cold, getting lonely, getting old, can you feel me? Hey you, standing in the aisles with itchy feet and fading smiles, can you feel me? Hey you, Don't help them to bury the lie. Don't give in without a fight. Hey you, out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? Hey you, with your ear against the wall, waiting for someone to call out, would you touch me? Hey you, would you help me to carry the stone? Open your heart, I'm coming home. But it was only a fantasy. The wall was too high, as you can see. No matter how we tried, we could not break free. And the worms ate into his brain. On the road, always doing what you're told, can you help me? Hey you, out there beyond the wall, breaking bottles in the hall, can you help me? Hey you, don't tell me there's no hope at all. Together we stand, divided we fall.
Well, that's about all we have time for this evening, chums. And if you're wondering about the music in the background, well, it's my old friends over at AcoustiClub. You know, they say they are a karaoke channel, but they are so much more. Anyway, until next time, this is Sebastian Presley saying, I'll be back.